we just have to say Win with Dice, the Roundest Table, and our names. Like,
Sure. All right, I'm gonna start. I'll do a countdown, and then we're good to go. Are you ready?
wait. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Roundest Table. This is sort of our discussion type podcast where we talk about games and all sorts of cool stuff. Joining me again is the rest of the Win with Dice crew. Ramon and Deanna, say hello.
Hey guys,
Hello.
how's it going? Oh.
And I think today we're just going to talk about like RPGs and stuff in general, and also we wanted to introduce ourselves. So how about one of you two goes first while I try to think of something cool to say about me?
I'll go first because
Okay,
this whole
good.
thing is because of me.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. My name is Ramon. I'm a part of the Win with Dice crew. I've had a lot of experience with RPGs. I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons / Pathfinder for, I don't really remember. It's been so long. I think since I was like 16. So like probably about like 10 years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
I have a lot of experience with it. I know that these guys are really new, like Deanna and Calvin.
Yeah, in comparison, yeah.
Yeah, but it's cool. I've had so many good memories with playing like D&D and like RPGs and stuff like that, and I feel like it's really impacted my life and like kind of like what I want to get out of even playing like a simple board game, you know. So let me not ramble on and pass on to someone else.
Deanna, do you want to go?
Sure. I'm Deanna. Mostly I'm into video games. I've been into video games for a long time. But recently I played my first, how long ago was that? Like 2 years? I don't know.
Like 1 or 2
Probably like
years.
a
A little
year and a
over a
half,
year,
yeah.
I think, at this point.
Yeah.
Since we played my first game of Pathfinder.
Yeah.
I've heard of the games before, but never tried them. Always kind of been interested, but I didn't have like friends who played, so. But now I do.
Yeah.
And now you've been roped in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool because like you can do pretty much anything. Anything you can imagine.
All right. So I'm Calvin. I started off with like my own YouTube channel, Brick Build Gamer, where I just played like a few different games, usually like Lego games and stuff like that. When it comes to RPGs though, my first time playing was in college not too long ago, where I just got into the RPG club. And we played a bit of everything, but I think the thing that we played the most at the time was Mutants and Masterminds, the second edition. And I got real into that. But after that, I started playing, like, with other people, with Ramon especially. We started playing Pathfinder, and I made a few characters in that. And, now we're up to Starfinder. And, when we get into our RPG discussion, I can talk more about, like, how I feel about RPGs and stuff. But I do find them a really fun way to get into a character. So I think that's one of my favorite things about them. More so than, like, with video games and stuff. Not really much else to say about me. I do some game programming as well. So maybe you'll see something with that eventually. Not on here, but, eventually.
And I'm an artist, so there's that.
Yeah, and I think I'm a writer. I'm not too sure about that.
You write?
I write. I've written two kind of sort of
Yeah, that makes you a
things.
writer.
Yeah, I guess it does make me a writer. But I guess like I'll link you to my WordPress with my one post. But
Nice.
yeah, I hope I get better at it. That's just kind of one of the things. It's like I was drawn to playing like tabletop role playing games because it gave me an opportunity to storytell, which no other like really I guess like thing that you could consume allows you to like be creative at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
RPGs are like all you.
yeah, right. So it's like super cool, and I'm actually really glad to have like Cal and Deanna, because like they're like super new at it, so like they don't actually have a lot of RPG baggage. So
Yeah, no,
it's-
I don't have too many like tropes coming with me. I'm not like, where's the 10-foot pole? I'm just showing
Like-
up and.
yeah, you know what? This funniest thing is like Calvin, you don't even know why the 10-foot pole
I
is such
do
a
not.
big
I just
deal.
know of it.
Yeah, the 10-foot pole is been around for like way longer than me.
Yeah.
Back to AD&D, back to like the 80s, man, where like stuff was like so dangerous to the point where like you need a 10-foot pole just to poke every inch of the hallway you're going down, or else you would die. Like,
Well, I can't relate to that.
yeah,
That's too dangerous. All right, so we did want to have a discussion just about like RPGs, a bit about DMing. Ramon, do you want to take this, or do you want me to?
no, you go ahead, man.
Okay, so yeah, I have like a list of questions here that we could go over. But first, I just want to like have a general question, I guess, to the whole group of like what I guess draws you to tabletop RPG games in general. How about Deanna goes first this time?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, honestly, one of the big reasons was because my friends are playing it, and I figured I'd give it a try. But like I said, it is a good way to, stretch your creative muscles, and you have to come up with things, and you can't see it like in a video game. You gotta come up with it, and you gotta become that person, the character. I just think that's really cool.
Yeah, it's weird. It's kind of like a mixture of like all the like. It's kind of like baby's first acting lessons, like
Yeah.
First improv.
yeah, first improv of like just like thinking about another person's wants and becoming that person.
Like when I first started, I mean, I'm still new, but when I first started, I was a lot more nervous, and I was like, how do I do this? I'm not doing it right. But really, there's like, it's not doing it wrong. It's just, you gotta get into it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think I get what you're saying. Like, it's not about, I guess, playing it the right way or the wrong way. It's just about like stepping into that role or creating that character and just sort of, having fun with it. And
Yes.
yeah, like that's the thing that's important to me is like taking on like a role of a totally different person. Maybe this person is in space or they are magical and stuff like that. But it's cool to just like step into this completely alternate personality or alternate role and sort of act that out. I think that's the most fun part to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's, I guess, like, funny enough, I've been playing for so long. I've only recently started DMing. It was really, like, I guess, daunting at first, but like you really kind of get into like the flexibility of like just having the ability to like create what you want, right? Like I have like all the worlds and like, seas and like the culture, and like there's just so you can get really like you can spend a couple hours of like a day just kind of figuring out stuff, and it's really fun. Like,
yeah, that was something I noticed when I got into DMing, because like when it's with the character, I can make up like backstory and setting and all sorts of stuff for that character. But when it comes to DMing, it's much less singular. It's much less focused. So I can like write up a backstory for an NPC or whatever, but like then there's a whole city or a whole planet or a whole world and all sorts of other stuff that you really get to sort of like flex these creative muscles, and then you don't have to write a story for it. You're like putting in the pieces for other people to come and mix them together and make whatever they're gonna make, and it's gonna be something that it's gonna surprise you.
Yeah, and you get that kind of like PC DM relationship where like the PCs are imprinting onto your world, and they give you ideas. So then you give them the world, and they play around with it for a little bit, and then then you see those ideas, and it comes all back around. We're all kind of collectively kind of building out this epic adventure of whatever we're doing, and I think that's like, I don't even know what other content even provides you with that. It's crazy. I'm all wispy-eyed and like, oh, D&D is so amazing, but I really do feel it, like, sometimes, like, yeah,
it's a really
cool.
Great game.
Yeah, and I'm glad that I'm playing with you guys because it's real fun.
Aww.
Aww. Okay, so
I've never done DMing, but I think it would be cool to try someday if I ever get the call.
yeah,
it's-
totally. It's I mean, you could probably find a lot of pre-made adventures for basically anything. Then you just roll with it.
Yeah, and like honestly, like now that like me and Calvin have done it, and we're not. I would think that like the first time we did it, we were super nervous and like
Oh, yeah.
all that stuff. Like you probably are feeling just thinking about it. Like, but it's just one of those things where like everybody's there to have fun, and you know, and we're all just we're here to help the DM create a story for us to enjoy, so we can enjoy playing with them, right? It's
Pretty much,
yeah, yeah.
All right, so that I guess that sort of covers like why we're into RPGs and what kind of RPGs we like. I don't know if you have any particular favorite games, and either of you.
Well, I guess I've been playing Pathfinder most of my RPG career, so it's kind of I don't really know why we've played Pathfinder. It's just the one we stuck with.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Deanna, I think you've played like Pathfinder and like 1 or 2 sessions of Mutants and Masterminds with me trying to DM.
Yeah, a little bit of Starfinder, of course.
Yeah.
That's about it. I'm not. I don't know if I've tried enough things to really know. But from what I've played, I think I'm into Pathfinder the most. I guess I like the fantasy, the
Like the setting.
old timey.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that was something that I guess I wasn't like super into until I really got into like RPGs and stuff. Even just playing video games, I was more into like I don't know what I was into, but I wasn't really like deep into fantasy until I really started leaning into RPGs. If I had to pick a favorite though, I mean, I really like Mutants and Masterminds, but I don't get to play that very often. I think I'm kind of leaning towards Pathfinder as a favorite, but Starfinder, the more I read about it, the more it's sort of getting all these creative juices flowing. So maybe you'll find out what sort of new ideas I've got once we start playing.
I know. Yeah. On that note, this video will come out before the next episode of Renegades of the Drifts.
Renegades.
So, Renegades. I hope you guys get excited for that because we're super excited to actually go and play it right after this.
Yeah, I got my dice ready. I got my my evil-looking black and red dice here. Been rolling them up, getting some good numbers. So
Space dice.
You've got your space dice.
Yes. So yeah. So wherever you guys are listening to this, whether do we just have on YouTube?
We're just on YouTube right now, but
Yeah.
you know, we can start moving to other podcasting platforms as we start branching out.
Yeah. But if you listen to us on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Subscribe.
This is the hardest part of every YouTube video.
Yeah, just trying to say subscribe apparently. So please like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you guys want. If you guys want to
Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook.
Yeah.
Maybe drop a comment below of like what you would want to see us next talk about, or any other like RPG related questions or board game related questions that you want to see us tackle in the future.
Yeah, or if you guys want to just, you know, send us like any other topic you guys want us to talk about. I think we just like talking to you because we're all friends here.
Yeah, or just, you know, a quick, crisp high five.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that makes a great session of the Roundest Table.
Yeah.
Do you want to sign off?
Yeah, so join us next time on the Round Table. I'm Ramon.
Roundest Table. I'm Calvin.
And yeah.
All right, we'll catch you guys next time. Bye.